Hi, David here of Lancaster Automart A2B. Here we've got a 2012 12 plate Honda Accord 2.2 diesel ES. And what I'll be doing in this video is just showing you around condition of the vehicle and showing you some of the features it has. So, first place we start is usually driver's side rear wheel. So there is a tiny bit of corrosion on the wheels, but not much at all. Nothing worth worrying about anyway. And down the side of the vehicle you'll see the bodywork's in really good condition. There's no dents anywhere to be seen, nothing obvious anyway. And as you can see by my reflection there, the paintwork's actually really reflective still. It's been very well looked after. It's also got absolutely no clouding on the headlights whatsoever, and as you can see it's just locked itself as well. So it only takes about 30 seconds to do that. Just while we're on the front as well, you do get parking sensors. So there's two on each side there. Then moving around again, stop on this wheel as well. I will loop back to the driver's side front one just as we get to the driver's side again. But again, you can see on the reflection my legs going past there. Paintwork really good again. This wheel not too bad at all. And then onto the rear. So again, no clouding on the tail lights anywhere. And got parking sensors along the rear as well as the front. Just pop the boot open while we're there. So there is a button that just unlocks it and you just lift it up. So it is quite a large boot. You don't get a spare wheel, it is an inflation kit underneath. Which I've got to say, actually I've removed the actual inflation kit myself just to top one tyre up on another car. But it does just sit in that little square there, so it'll be back in before the vehicle's ever handed over. Also got the fluid completely untouched, and the locking wheel nuts just under there. And then as far as the actual boot goes, you do have seats there that can go forward. So in fact what we'll do, I'll just pull that one there. Hopefully you can just give it a little push. There you are. So you do get a little bit of through loading. It does make things a little bit easier if you're carrying larger items around. Just carry on moving around. Just make sure it's unlocked again. So into the rear. You can see there is plenty of space there. It is certainly much easier being able to load items through, but for now we'll just flip that back up. There is also a top tether, you can just see it behind the headrest there. We've got two cup holders in the centre armrest as well, plenty of leg room, and that's set up for my driving position. There's still plenty of space behind. In fact, it's actually a little bit further back than my normal driving position. Then as you jump in, you get electric folding wing mirrors, electric windows all round, and you've got a boot release button just down there. As you hop in, you've got a little sort of safety panel here. So you've got vehicle's alarm, vehicle stability assist, parking sensors there, and you do get a little tiny mini sort of driver's side glove box over here. So onto the features inside. There's quite a few in the Accord. So I'll do first though, just start the engine. So you know it does start very easily. There you go, straight into life. Only thing flashing seat belt for me. We'll just get rid of that. There we go. So you can see with about a quarter of a tank as well, 122 miles remaining, means you get a really good range out of one of these. They are very good on fuel as well. So onto the features on the wheel. So you do get cruise control over on this side, and you've got your trip computer buttons just underneath. Over on the left hand side you've got some dedicated phone buttons, and then you've got your radio controls up there. Obviously got your lights, wipers either side, and then over on the centre console areas where everything's going on. So you've got a little screen up at the top, tells you what radio station you're on, gives you the time and both your temperatures. Your climate control also tells you whether you're in auto or not, just in the centre there, and where the airflow is going. So quite a nice system, that one. Obviously as you change radio station there, well, just found two bandwidths for radio 1, so we'll just keep going a bit there. Or 3 now. Just give it a second to find something. There you go, a bit different. So can flick through pretty easily, but if you do want to use your own audio input, there's a few ways of going about that. Also very straightforward to do. You can pretty much just flick through, so it's showing USB, or if you attach your auxiliary input, it connects via that. And if you want to be back on the radio, just press FM, straight back on. So you've then got all your sort of menu in the centre, so it's mainly for your audio, so bass, treble, that sort of thing. Moving down from there, you've then got all your climate control settings. So it is dual zone, does work really well. It is very, very obvious how it works. So you've got passenger side temperature, driver's side, and if you don't want them different, you just turn that off. If you do, press it again. And you've got demisters over on that side as well. Then here, you've got a nice little storage area underneath. It's actually a bit deeper than you expect. And you've got 12-volt power outlet there, and there would normally be a little tray under there for your ashtray. You've got 6-speed manual gearbox, really nice to use. Then got 2 cup holders just under here, next to your manual handbrake. You've got a nice, fairly large centre armrest. And inside there you've got a 12-volt power outlet, USB input, and then you've got your auxiliary input over on the far right hand side. And if you're just wondering what this switch is for, it's just for, I'll just move this glass cleaner and microfiber. It's just for this little section of the chair. It sort of pushes it out, gives a little bit more resistance. If you want it back, you just lift it up, softens a little bit there. And then last thing to cover, inside the glove box you do have all the book pack. It's got its own little slot in there, and you've got plenty of space underneath and round. And I'm fairly sure as well, once we've serviced this vehicle, which we always do when we bring any car in, it will be full service history as well. So if there is anything I've not covered in this video, or a little bit of extra info you'd like, don't hesitate to get in contact and we'll see what we can do to help. Thanks, take care, bye.